Good morning and welcome to the Mancunian Way Daily News in 10. It is Monday, the 10th of October 2022, and this is the start of a very, very exciting countdown and week here for Manchester City and the Mancunian Way, where all roads lead to Anfield at the weekend. But what we're going to do is we're going to quickly look back on what has happened during this weekend. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to do, we always do here on a Monday morning, I'm going to run through all the weekend footballing results for you and action. Now, what I can tell you is straight away is that Manchester City are no longer top of the Premier League, but we'll get into that and why in a minute or two. So the results from the weekend: AFC Bournemouth 2, Leicester City 1. AFC Bournemouth coming from behind. Leicester took an early lead in that game and Bournemouth pegged them back and got 2 goals to get a deserved win over Brendan Rodgers. Rejuvenated Foxes over the last couple of weeks or so, but back to earth with a bump, thanks to the Cherries. Chelsea 3-0 winners over Wolves. I mean, at one stage that was 0-0 and Wolves were doing okay. And then Chelsea just took over and dominated and got a good win. But at the moment, I still think managerless Wolves. I don't think they've appointed a new manager as of yet, but they'll want somebody in ASAP, especially after this weekend's result down at Stamford Bridge. Manchester City, as we know, 4-0. Revenge over Southampton. Southampton been bragging for a long time about being undefeated against Manchester City. Not anymore from last season. Manchester City getting 4 goals in a rather dominant performance. Southampton never laid a glove on Manchester City. And you know what? That man again, the Norwegian meat machine, Erling Braut Haaland, getting his 20th goal of this whole season in all competitions. We are the 10th of October and he's got 20 goals. Wow. It's just mesmeric. It's outstanding. Newcastle United getting an absolute amazing result, 5-1 over Brentford, and they are now flying high out of the tsunami with Eddie Howe and his boys. 5-1 winners over Brentford. And Newcastle fans I did send a little message to a certain man over at Talk Sports. Former Palace owner Simon Jordan kind of got a few words to say on their 1-year anniversary of their takeover. Yeah, not anymore, because the Newcastle fans let them know what they thought about him. Brighton and Hove Albion with a late kick-off against Tottenham, and Tottenham bounced back after defeating the North London derby last week with a 1-goal away win over Brighton. So Brighton were doing well, and they've sadly come back down to earth with a little bit of a bump. Then we move on to yesterday's results. Crystal Palace 2, Leeds United 1. At one stage, it was 1 apiece, but Palace coming and getting that a deserved winner, looking on it, really. West Ham United 3, Fulham 1. Fulham took the lead here at the London Stadium, and boy, did they come back, and did they sort of regret taking the lead, because West Ham dominated them in the end. And is it Scamacca? Somewhere his name is, can't remember his name, I do apologise. Getting himself a lovely goal as well. Arsenal, the big one where Manchester City dropped to second place. Liverpool's woes continue. Jurgen Klopp becomes Jurgen Flop this season. Liverpool fall to their second defeat of the season after the United game, and they've drawn a lot as well. Liverpool sat on 10 points. Arsenal winning 3-2 at the Emirates. 14-point gap between those two teams now. Are Liverpool out the title race? We'll discuss that during the week here on the Mancunian Way. And Arsenal, are they actually now contenders and no longer pretenders? something else we'll discuss here on the Mancunian way going into the latter stages of this week, leading into that big game on Sunday at Anfield. And then the late kickoff, Everton 1, United 2. Could have been, or United fans would say it should have been 3-1. They got a goal disallowed. But Everton going a goal up. But United pegged them back through the Anthony Brazilian £100 million man and Cristiano Ronaldo, the forgotten man, who actually started on the bench but came off thanks to Anthony Martial's injury. That guy just cannot catch a break. Comes in, comes out, comes in, comes out. Not good. Speaking of the defeats, injuries as well, Liverpool have suffered 2 major setbacks going into the Manchester City game next or this up and coming weekend. Luis Diaz is out. He looks like he left the Emirates on crutches. And Trent Alexander-Arnold twisted his ankle, so he's now a major doubt going into that game at the weekend against Manchester City as well. So pluses for Manchester City. What I want to do now, I'm just going to put up, if I can get it for you, the league table. There we go. There it is. The league table's up today. Arsenal, as you can see, are top. 9 played, won 8, lost 1. Goal difference to 23. 10 conceded. Goal difference to 13, and they are 24 points. Manchester City remain the only undefeated team so far, and the team that Arsenal have to beat to become champions in my eyes. Played 9, won 7, drawn 2, lost 0. 33 goals scored for the Blues, 9 conceded. So, yeah, 24 goal difference. So, in essence, City and Arsenal are virtually neck and neck if you throw in the goal difference here. Tottenham have come up into 3rd place on 20 points. Chelsea have snuck into that 4th position on 16. The big shock here is United, who got a pounding last week, and managed to get themselves to within 8 points or 9 points of the leaders with that 2-1, nearly said 3-1, that 2-1 away win at Goodison yesterday. So there you go, United 5th. Newcastle, as I said, they were on the rise, 6th. Brighton and Hove Albion slipping 1 or 2 places, coming out the top 4 now, 7th. Then it goes Bournemouth, Fulham, Liverpool, 10th on 10. 10 for 10 for Liverpool. My, how the mighty have fallen. How the mighty have fallen. Brentford, Everton, West Ham, Leeds, Palace, Villa and Southampton. Wolverhampton Wanderers, Leicester and Nottingham Forest. Again, it is the Midlands clubs propping up the rest. So, yeah, that is something to keep an eye on. There is a game this evening. I think it's Aston Villa take on Nottingham Forest. So that will be exciting to watch. What I need to do now is bring Marcel back onto the screen. And hey, presto. And then I need to put that on. And there we go. We're back. So, this week, what have we got coming up here on the Mancunian way? There is going to possibly be a watch-along on Tuesday. I've not made that decision yet. It's not down to me. It's down to a situation I have personally, as you know, my parents. But there will be a post-match on Tuesday night at around 9-10 p.m. at night on the Copenhagen versus Manchester City. But touch wood, I'm hoping to get a watch-along done. There will also then be a show on Thursday with the Liverpool preview, talking also about who are the contenders, who are the pretenders, now coming into double figures of the season. And also, there's the daily news in 10s. And then we'll have the post-match on Sunday. So, very busy week here on the Mancunian way. Make sure your notifications are set to public and not private. You've got that bell icon switched on. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button as well. Give it a thumb up. Share it around. Let's try and get to 1,000 subscribers within the next couple of weeks. That would be amazing. Because trust me, 1,000 subscribers for your channel, the Mancunian Way family, opens up a lot more opportunities and doors and avenues where we can get this channel bigger and better for exactly what you brilliant community deserve. Have a wonderful Monday. Hope the weather is not like it was last night, throwing down with rain. Have a great, great day. Have a wonderful Monday, and we'll see you tomorrow morning on the news in 10, and also at some point live Tuesday evening. Either a watch along, but most definitely a post match. Keep an eye on our socials at Horsey City on that watch along. We'll let you know on there. Take care and have a wonderful, wonderful Monday.